Hi students, in last video lecture we have seen the theory of distillation of type 3 miscible liquid pair, that is system in which boiling point is maximum, or system which possesses minimum in the total vapor pressure. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss the solubility of partially miscible liquids, and the type of these partially miscible liquid pairs. Now what is partially miscible liquid? If suppose we have any two liquids A and B, then if these two liquids A and B are completely miscible, then only one layer is formed, that is homogeneous solution is formed, that is it is completely miscible system. It is completely miscible. Now if these two components are present in this manner, that is A layer, B layer, then it is called as completely immiscible liquids. Completely immiscible liquid. If this liquid A passes in B and B in A, that means two saturated solutions are formed, one A in B and another B in A, then this particular system is called as partially miscible system. See the difference. This is completely miscible, this is completely immiscible, and here partially miscible liquids. That means here these two solutions are called conjugate solutions. These two solutions are called conjugate solutions of each other. Now we want to see the solubility of such a partially miscible liquid pairs. Now here we have three types of partially miscible liquid systems depending upon their solubility. Their mutual solubility, we divide the partially miscible liquids in three types. The first type, in which the mutual solubility increases with increase in temperature. That means system having upper consolute temperature. Second, mutual solubility decreases with increase in temperature. And third, system in which the mutual solubility both increases and decreases with increase in temperature. These are the three types in which we can divide the partial miscible liquids. Now let us see these types one by one. Mutual solubility increases with increase in temperature. The example of this is phenol water system. system. Now here again, if we consider mixture of phenol and water at ordinary temperature, then it form phenol in water and water in phenol, two layers. That means phenol in water and water in phenol. That means two saturated solutions are remain in equilibrium with each other. Now these two solutions are called conjugate solutions. These two solutions are called conjugate solutions. Now in this case, what happen? If we hit that particular system, then what will happen? The phenol passes in water and water passes in phenol. That means mutual solubility into each other. Mutual solubility means what? Solubility of component into each other. That is mutual solubility. That means if we increase temperature, the solubility of each other increases, and therefore we obtain this particular system. Now to explain this mutual solubility, we have this diagram. Temperature composition diagram. Here we have water, here phenol, water, phenol, and this is the parabolic curve. Parabolic curve. Now if we consider this 100% water, 100% phenol, and this is parabolic curve. Now if we consider any temperature T, or if we suppose T1, if you consider any temperature T here, then at this particular temperature T, this is A and this is B. The composition of phenol in water, composition of water in phenol. Now this concentration is A and this concentration is B. That means composition of this particular conjugate solution is A and composition of this conjugate solution is B. Now at this particular temperature, this is the tie line. Now this is A and this is B. That means composition of phenol in water and composition of water in phenol. This B represent composition of water in phenol, A represent composition of phenol in water. And this is tie line. If you consider any composition in this parabolic curve, any composition, suppose X, in this parabolic curve, then at this particular temperature, the two layers we obtain. If we shake phenol and water at this particular temperature of this particular composition, then two layers separates out. Two layer separates out. One layer is phenol in water and another layer is water in phenol. Two conjugate layers is formed, and these compositions are represented by A and B respectively. A and B respectively. Now if we consider any temperature above this, suppose this temperature, T2 temperature, T2 temperature. That means if we increase temperature, what will happen? What will happen? The phenol passes in water, water passes in phenol. That means maximum phenol passes in water and maximum water passes in phenol. That means mutual solubility increases. How it is? Let us see here. Now again at this particular temperature T2, the composition will be A dash and B dash. A dash composition of phenol in water and B dash composition of water in phenol. If we check this particular composition, here see this composition. Now A composition of phenol in water, now A dash composition of phenol in water. In previous temperature, that is T1 temperature, this composition of phenol in water is low, but as you increase temperature, the composition of phenol in water increases. That means phenol maximally passes in water at this particular temperature. Here again same. Not only phenol passes in water, but also water also passes in phenol. And therefore, previously the B is the composition, and now at temperature T2, the composition is B dash. That means water dissolve in phenol in a maximum extent than previous. And therefore, mutual solubility increases. Mutual solubility increases. And further temperature, suppose at this particular temperature, T3 temperature, again we have A2 double dash, B2 double dash composition. That means this composition come closer. A and B composition come closer to each other, and finally at this particular temperature, that is here 66.5 degrees centigrade temperature and composition 36.1% phenol, the two layer becomes one layer. That means composition of both layer become identical, and here we will get the homogeneous mixture of phenol and water. Homogeneous mixture of phenol and water. That means at this particular temperature, partially miscible liquid pair become completely miscible. At this particular temperature, the partially miscible liquid system become completely miscible, and therefore this temperature at which partially miscible liquid system becomes completely miscible, that is called as critical solution temperature. Critical solution temperature, or you may call it as consolute temperature. Consolute temperature. Now above this temperature, phenol and water is miscible in all proportion. Above this temperature, phenol and water is miscible in all proportion, and below this temperature, phenol and water is partially miscible in the parabolic curve in this area, and outside this area, phenol and water is miscible in all proportion at any temperature. That means at any temperature below CST, any temperature below critical solution temperature, phenol and water is miscible outside this region, outside this parabolic curve, and phenol and water is partially miscible inside this parabolic curve, the composition inside this parabolic curve at respective temperatures. Now, if you consider any composition outside this parabolic curve, that is X on this tie line. Now this is what? This is unsaturated solution of phenol in water. Unsaturated solution of phenol in water. This is homogeneous solution. Now what if we go on adding phenol in water, then what will happen? The system will come across this dotted line, and as soon as it will reach at point A on this curve, on this parabolic curve, two layer become separates out. Two layer become separates out, and the composition of one layer become A and composition of another layer become B. See here, X, this is unsaturated solution of phenol in water. If we go on adding phenol in this particular system, then what will happen? System will come across this dotted line, and as soon as that system will reach at the point A on this parabolic curve, two layers separates out. Before that, only homogeneous solution is there. When this reach at point A on a curve, two layers separates out, two conjugate solution will separates out, and the composition of one layer is A and composition of another layer is B. Now if we consider any composition outside this curve on tie line, that is Y. Now it is what? It is unsaturated solution of water in phenol. Unsaturated solution of water in phenol. If we go on adding water in this particular system, then what will happen? The system will come across this dotted line. This system is come across the dotted line. Here we will get the homogeneous solution. Homogeneous solution. Now on adding water, we will come across, or system will come across this dotted line, and as soon as system will reach at point B on a curve, two layers separates out. Two layers separates out, that system become partially miscible. The composition of one layer become B and another layer become A. That means if we consider any composition outside this curve, if you consider any composition outside this curve below this critical solution temperature, we will get homogeneous solution. And if we add any component in that particular solution, then we will travel through the tie lines of respect to temperature, and as soon as the composition reaches the point on the curve, the two layers, that means that homogeneous solution become heterogeneous, that means miscible liquids become partially miscible, and the composition of these two layers become the points on the curve on the tie lines, A, B, or A dash, B dash, or A2 double dash, B2 double dash, so on. Now if we consider any composition above this temperature, above this curve, that is Z, then what will happen? This will be the tie line. Now if you add water or phenol in this particular composition, we will shift across this dotted line, and on the way of this dotted line, no any point on curve taken place, and therefore here we can say the mixture become completely miscible in all proportion if we add any component in that particular mixture above CST. That means above CST, partially miscible liquid becomes completely miscible in all proportion. In all proportion. Now therefore, now this temperature is well above the room temperature. This critical solution temperature is well above the room temperature, and therefore this is called as the system possessing upper CST. Upper CST. That means upper critical solution temperature, or upper consolid temperatures. This is all about the phenol water system. In next lecture, we will see the second type of this partially miscible liquid, that is mutual solubility decreases with increase in temperature. Thank you.